Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a government and stimulus update, and this is going to be about the new bill that just got announced and basically just got out, where we could actually see the physical paper of this new bill. So what I'm going to do for this video here is I'm going to break down the stimulus part that everybody is so anxious to know about, of the 1,400. How is it going to work? How is it going to be paid out? Who's going to get it? What is the limitations of the cap and stuff like that? So I'm going to try to break this down as fast as I can to make this video as short as I can, under hopefully 15 minutes, and you guys will like it. So if you like this, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell to let you know about future videos I got coming out with. And if you want to support my page, my Patreon page is linked below, with also my PayPal donation page. And it's also linked on the top of my homepage on my YouTube channel. So let's get right into this. Now, this bill just got released today, finally on paper. So this is good. And it's going to pass the Republican House. We automatically know that. Now it's just the other party that we got to worry about what they're going to go and do. So now the only thing that we got to worry about is see how fast this is going to pass. So the only thing, like I said, take this as a grain of salt. Like I said, this might pass the House, but when it goes to the other party, that might be a little bit more slower, because you know how the other party works. They might not want to go and put in the $1.9 trillion. We will see. So this is what I'm looking, this is what I'm looking at now, of one of the papers that they have for this bill. And this is going to be a tax credit, and they're going to be taking this off of your tax return of 2019. Okay, so, and if you're on SSI, SSDI, railroad and stuff like that, and you don't file your tax returns, you automatically get this. So you don't have to worry about any of that. But for people that file the taxes and stuff like that, this is going by your 2019 taxes. Okay, so as it says here, okay, this is going to be a tax credit to the tax imported by subtitled a for the first taxable year beginning of in 2021. An additional empire to the 2021 rebate amount. So that's just like what I said. It's all tax deductible from your 2019 taxes. So whatever that goes to there. So that's good. Okay, so now this is how it's going to work over here. It says spend of taxable taxpayers for any taxable year of the sum of 1,400 of 2,800 in the case of a joint return. So that means if you and your wife or your other significant other do combine your tax return, they're going to go by that. So that's going to make it up to 2,800. Okay, and then the 1,100 for multiple by the number of dependents of the taxpayer, such as taxable year. So that means for every single one taxable dependents that you have, they will get that too. So that's at least one good thing that you guys will like about that. And then it says any non-alien people that doesn't have a green card and stuff like that, but they have an IT number, they will get this 1,400. If you are if you are a green card holder, you automatically get it, because you also pay taxes anyways. So that you don't have to go and worry about. So, but like I said, if you go have SSI, SSDI, railroad, widows, dependent and all that, that you get money for your dead spouse, Automatically, you don't have to worry about that. You automatically get it. So just remember that. I don't want you to think that you won't get it, but you will get it. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of this bill. So now this is at $1,400, like I said. So $1,400 if you're single, $2,800 if you file a joint tax return of your spouse and yourself. You will get $2,800, so that's good. Okay, and okay, now this is another good thing that you guys should remember too, is plus you will also get an extra $1,400 for multiple number of dependents. So that means if you go, if I'm not mistaken, I think it goes up to, let me see here. Eligible up to 3. So if you have 3 kids, hopefully you don't have no more than 3 kids, then they will be not included. But for each kid, you will also get $1,400. So if you got 3 kids, add $1,400 to that. Then add what you will make if you're single, if you're a parent, especially a mother. If you have 3 kids, you will get their 3 $1,400 for each kid, and then yourself. Now for parents that has they still together, you will get, like I said, the $2,800, and you will get $1,400 for each dependent that you have, for each kid that you have. So that's a pretty good chunk of change. Now you also got to remember, for you people that are like separated or divorced, whoever put their child on their taxes, like if you have 3 kids and just say if the mom took 2 and the dad took 1, it goes that way. The mother will go get the 2 with her stimulus check, and the father will get his stimulus check with the 1 kid that he has on his tax paper for 2019. Remember that. But if you file all together and you're a single mom that has all your kids, you get all that money regardless. All that money will go to you. So that's a good chunk of change to have. So now this also is a big good thing about the dependent thing, is that this doesn't mean also dealing with kids. This is dealing with all type of dependents. If you have a 18, 20, 30, 40-year-old dependent, you get that money from. Even if you got an 80-year-old dependent that you're filing taxes on that person, like your mother, your grandfather, whatever, your father, and you file as dependent on him, you get that money from him. So it's all dependents. It's not just children or teenagers. Okay? Just remember that too. So let me say here, as long as they're your dependent. Yep. So who's ever filing, all that money will go to you. So remember that. Now, okay, now this is the bad part. If you're a non-alien resident, that means if you do not have a social security number, you will not get a stimulus check. Okay, now let me repeat that. If you do not have a social security number, you will not get a stimulus check at all in this new bill. Okay? That's what it says here. Eligible for a stimulus check. You must have a social security. Okay, now also if you're filing for your own taxes and you are a dependent on someone else's taxes, you will not get a stimulus check. And what I mean by that is that just in case, just say if you're 21 years old, or just say if you're 18 years old, and your mom or your dad has you down as a dependent on their taxes for 2019, and you filing for your own taxes, you will not be eligible for that stimulus check at all. They will go and get your stimulus check. So you will have to go and talk to your parents about getting that money from them for you to have. But for you yourself, you will not get it. So that's what's inside the bill. That's what I'm reading here. So that's good. So, and it says here, in general, the amount of credit allowed by subsidies determined without regard to this settlement and subtitled shall be reduced but not below zero. Okay, now this is what I was trying to tell you about before, about if you fall between that gap of how much money you make and how you will get it and stuff like that. So how they did this new bill, we won't have to go and worry about that because mostly everybody's getting the stimulus check. So if you're making above $150,000, you won't get one. But if you fall below $150,000, you will get one. So at least this is what this bill says here. So that's good. So that's good. So that would be at least one good thing for you guys that automatically will have it. So automatically, that would be good for you. Now, this is what I was telling you about the gap between the thing. It says that the taxpayers adjust gross income for such taxable year for over $75,000 bars to $25,000. Special rules, joint returns or serving spouses in the case of a joint return of a vivid spouse as default in the section 2. So here we go, $125,000 for $75,000 and $50,000 to $25,000. You will get the tax, the $1,400. If you make above that, you won't get it at all. That's what it says right here inside the new bill. So that's good. So if you're a single filer and if you're making $75,000 or more, your stimulus will go down of what you will be making. So that's just how they put it here. So okay, yeah, so if you're making $75,000 and also if you're making $100,000, then you will go to zero for your eligibility for you to go and get a stimulus check. So basically you will not be getting any. So that is that. That's just how it has here. So that would be that for that. So even if you have kids and stuff like that, you still won't get it. That's what sucks. But if you're making that much money and you haven't been hurt by the pandemic, like I said in my past videos, you don't deserve the check anyways, because you're making good money there, and this pandemic is not bothering you. So that is this part of the bill. I'm going to make another video telling you more about this here, because it's already at 15 minutes. So if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell to let you know about future videos I got coming out with. And if you want to support my page, my Patreon page and my PayPal donation page is linked below and on top of my homepage of my YouTube channel. Thank you very much, guys. Until the next video.